Hold up. How long was it like that? Some live. I have 43 followers. Oh, it's starting. Ninja's not an epic employee. Uh, oh, is this the right game? Oh, I don't think it is. Wait. Deadlock. Oh, have I really been streaming the wrong game? The wrong category? Just hold on.
Push. Oh, okay. I guess I do this. Can I don't know. It's probably dumb because he's probably back to I thought he's gonna be back to boulder. There's the boulder. Okay. Barb hit? Okay, actually, if we get a barb putt there, I'm actually down for that play. Let's go minions.
Anyway, so we're just thinking about like the finals is that like I don't know. You know, plus I feel like ranked, like I played a lot at the start of the season. So I think I'm just like a little like not like burnt out, but you know, I mean I just played a bunch, so it's like fine if I don't play a lot now. Is my cat? Oh, it is. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a lot of time left this season, so don't. I mean, I'm not rushing to play ranked.
Neon was finally nerfed, shotguns were heavily nerfed, and apparently MMR changes are coming to ranked. Before we dive into it, I gotta catch you up to speed on the last few days. I recently started a Not a Series series, where I'm doing specific challenges throughout the act. After finishing the Sentinel only challenge, I got pretty sick, so I decided to take a little bit of a break, and during that break, I just played Valorant all day because I didn't know what else to do while I was feeling pretty bad, and I ended up losing 7 games in a row. Despite being pretty sick, I was not the worst performer in any of these games, so that felt awesome. Anyways, yesterday I was feeling a little bit better, so I decided, hey, I'm gonna try out shotguns as much as possible. Now, I'm not doing shotgun only because that's kind of troll, especially with the current map pool, but I'm just gonna buy shotguns as many times as I can to test them out, give them a last hurrah before they get nerfed.
Yeah, bro, I haven't played Valorant in a second, but it feels like I don't know.
My ultimate goal with this was to get a game on Split because, as you guys probably know, I have a pretty infamous playstyle of Rage Bait Raise, where I buy shotgun only, hope to tilt the enemy team, and then win the game as a result of them tilting. I played for 11 hours yesterday and did not get Split one time. And after that 11-hour session, I ended up -1 RR. So I really feel like I did so much with my life that day. Also, I MVP lost like 5 games, and it feels great. So unfortunately, we couldn't give the Rage Bait Raise shotgun only on Split a last hurrah before shotguns got nerfed. But we're gonna see if we can actually still do this playstyle because the shotgun changes were really aggressive, and I'm not sure I'm gonna even be buying them at all. So we're gonna test them out and see how they feel in the game. Again, we're not going shotgun only because the map pool kind of sucks for that, but we're gonna be buying shotguns as much as possible. And if you're following along with the Not a series, we're back down to pretty much the bottom of Immortal 1 after ending the last episode, Immortal 2. So we're starting over from square one. here we go. If you're new to the channel here, please consider subscribing. And if you want to watch any of this content live, go to twitch.tv/Kio. I'd love to see you there. How does Neon feel? How do shotguns feel? Let's find out real quick in the practice range. Oh, it's such a beautiful sight. So if you want to be going fast as Neon now, you have to stay on the ground. Oh my gosh.
I mean, like, I kind of get the nerfs because she was one of those agents where, like, you know, her skill cap is just so high compared to the other agents. Like, you know, she was so unique. No other agent can just run and jump and be super fast, like, consistently. Of course, you know, you have abilities like jet dash and waylay dash and teleports and stuff like that, but those are like one-time things, or like, you know, abilities that you can kind of like telegraph. And, you know, if jet dashes, you know, oh, she needs to get 2 kills to get another dash. But with Neon, she could just like jump around, and you kind of just had to like spray her because, you know, you can't, like, you know, the average player isn't gonna like headshot her.
Murdered her. If you want to b-hop like this, you literally can't. Like, you can b-hop, I guess, but it's just like you just slow down to the point where you're basically b-hopping without sprint. Oh man, she tore every ligament in her legs, bro. This is awesome. I think pretty much everything else hasn't changed. I think the only thing is also your juice doesn't regenerate unless you ult. Okay, if I'm just like here, standing is fine, but as soon as you move a little bit.
Oh.
I'm out of here.
Oh! Okay, you could still get away with it, but you'd have to be just like way more precise. Because if you're like running like this, how much damage are we talking here? Wait, that's still, this isn't actually the worst. Oh,
Yeah.
The jumping accuracy is terrible. Wait. 80 damage.
Oh.
110. Okay, dude, Rage Bait Raise might be just dead, bro. There's no way. I'm like right in front of you. I'm right in front of you in the air, and that doesn't do enough. Oh man. To be fair, this was like incredibly broken. The fact that it was in this game for this long is kind of insane. Wow, getting the kill in the air with a judge is like,
Yeah, I think they're definitely trying to nerf like that aspect of like the hyper mobile, super like fast, you know, like all the agents that can like move super fast, close the gap, and then just 2-tap you with a shotgun midair. You know, add a little bit of like counterplay to that. But I feel like the Neon changes were too much. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure I think from the patch notes, like someone said that like now when she's running and she's like jumping, she moves as fast as someone with their knife out, walking and jumping, which is just kind of crazy.
so hard. That was only 130. That wouldn't kill. And then I think running also isn't as good, but jumping's definitely the biggest thing. How does the shorty feel? Oh wow. They're completely the same if you're standing still, but the movement accuracy while you're moving, while you're walking, and while you're jumping all got like
Yeah, I think that's okay too. I feel like it's one of those changes that's like going to be really annoying and frustrating, you know, now that it first came out, but like in a while. Like, in a while, it's going to feel a lot better once you get used to it. Because like all the old habits of like moving and jumping with shotguns is going to like be replaced.
massive nerfs. Any sort of movement plus shotgun is very, very hard to kill people with now. Dude, I'm gonna be hitting people in the air with like a perfect judge shot, and then I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, that kills. Nope, that didn't. So with the MMR changes, I'm not sure if that's this patch or next patch. The verbiage that they used in the actual patch notes about MMR seemed pretty ambiguous, and then the way they talked about it in the actual update video they put out also seemed ambiguous. So I don't quite know if the changes happened this update or they're gonna happen at next act. I would assume the heavier MMR changes would happen next act, not middle of the act.
Is that Kyo?
What?
No way.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Cool. Flash me, man. Flash me. What? 80 on Jet. Wait, did I miss or
Wait,
did
was
I not
he?
shoot him twice
Yo,
with a
thanks
judge?
for the
I
like
was
on the
slightly
live.
moving, which normally I do move like as soon as I get swung.
Because I feel like that's the thing though, is like it's such like a sudden big change that like it's gonna take so long to get used to.
The judge, but I only hit him 85. So in order to use a shotgun now effectively, the better strat is to literally stand still, like you don't move. You just are a oh man, that's tough.
You can leave Jet if you want.
Okay, that worked. Oh wait, but you got a buff for crouching now, right? With the judge, so you actually might be able to like one-shot somebody if you're like crouching like this or something.
You said aiming?
Guys, I only hit the Reyna 100 there because I jumped. I mean, I got the kill, but oh
That was
man,
like
this
point
is so
blank
weird.
range. Oh,
All good, got it. Chat, who watched the
That's
video, like the
low-key
long form
crazy.
YouTube video they put out?
okay. Let's see if there's any other videos. Yeah, bro. I feel like this guy just talks about every card. Oh, that's my stream. Like, you know, when a card is like good in like a OP deck, you know, because Furnace itself isn't overpowered. It's just that it's like good. And it fits into Graveyard. Okay, wait, what the heck did he say? Oh, yeah. Bro, I've already watched that video. The night vision camera into the deep sea. I don't know, bro. I also like when I go to bed. One hidden mechanic for every evolution. Yeah, see how many of these we
I've
know.
always wondered whether or not evolutions have any more cool hidden mechanics beyond the normal interactions they have with other cards, which is why I decided that I would try to find at least one hidden mechanic for every evolution in the game. I don't really know what else to say here, so I guess I'll just get right into it. First up is the Evo Lumberjack. For the Evo Lumberjack, it obviously has to be the ghost that has the hidden mechanic. Now the thing that I realized about the ghost is that it's affected by spells, including freeze or vines,
I think
and
I knew
even
this.
the electricity from an
I think I forgot about it, but at one point I've heard
spirit. The thing about the Lumberjack is that it dies to lightning. So this made me think, if the ghost is affected by spells and the normal Lumberjack dies to lightning, isn't it possible to lightning block with an Evo Lumberjack? And sure enough, it is true. It's actually insane to think about. And because the ghost is invincible,
That's
it
actually
takes
kinda
preference when
crazy.
someone lightnings it. Because technically, it's got an infinite amount of health. And the same goes for Vines as well. Because Vines attacks the 3 highest health cards in its radius, and because the Evo Lumberjack ghost will always have the most health out of any card, it will take preference. So you can actually use that to Vines block, but it's way more gimmicky, because the Lumberjack has to actually be dead for it to be affected by Vines. Another really interesting mechanic of the Evo Lumberjack is that it counts as a real troop in touchdown, which means that once a round is over, the Evo Lumberjack can still cross the line and get a touchdown immediately. I'm not sure if this has been fixed yet, but it's still a really interesting hidden mechanic that probably isn't intended. The next thing I'm going to do is the Evo Musketeer. The Evo Musketeer's sniper bullets are always shot directly on the tile that she's standing on, with a deviation of around 1 tile in each direction, regardless of where she's standing. The hidden mechanic that this creates then is that the Evo Musketeer can actually shoot behind her. The reason that I feel like not a lot of people know about this mechanic is because most of the time people play it in the back, but if you play it in front of an opponent's push, she will go for those troops. So using this idea,
yeah, because I think that's one thing that's like really uncommon. Like the only really way that you would put it, make her shoot behind, is like you said, if you put her in the pocket and there's something like on your king tower.
it is actually possible for the Evo Musketeer to be a pay-to-lose evolution, because if you put her in the pocket to finish a low health tower, she can actually turn around and hit something on the defensive side, which is insane because you literally can't do anything to stop her from doing this, which in some cases can cost you the game off a really dumb interaction. Next up, we have the Evolved Barbarians. A really interesting hidden mechanic with the Evo Barbs is that when they spawn...
My screen is black? Are you sure? Hold up. Channel. Stream what? Hold up. My like stream isn't... It might not be you. Hold up. What? Video downloads canceled. Please try again. What? Hold on, my stream is geeking. Bro, what is happening? It's only on Twitch, because on YouTube it's normal. And TikTok, I'm pretty sure it's normal too. Yo, thanks for the follow. Damson US. Yeah, what? Video download is canceled. Please try again. Video. What does it say? Video. No, video download was canceled. Error 1000. Compilation to batch. Caused by ad block cryptic. Unstable internet. Is my internet being weird? Hold up. Cause I have internet on my phone. Hold up, 1 second. I'm just gonna end my Twitch stream and then I will restart it. So if you want to just like stay for a second, I'll be like right back. Okay, there we go. Connection successful. Just chatting. There we go. Okay, now it works. Oh, it's frozen. Wait, what? It should be live. Why is it just black? Yo, what? Okay, wait, now it's working. Okay, wait, now it's working. Okay, now we have the infinite mirror. Okay, now we have the infinite mirror. Okay, there we go. It should be good now.
They push anything in front of them forward because they come in from the air, and because they spawn in that particular formation, they can actually push troops over a tile forward. So this
Push
leads
stuff
to a
over the
really funny
river,
interaction,
right?
because if you place a medium troop in the middle next to the river and place Evo Barbs,
Ooh,
they
that's
can
actually
actually
good.
push that troop over the river, which can mess up the opponent's rhythm, and I'm definitely going to be using this to catch people off guard. Next up is the Evolved Knight. The Evo Knight has a really interesting shield mechanic, but there are...
Bro, like this is such a high quality video, but I'm pretty sure like recorded this on mobile and just like zoomed in. You can tell because like the pixel quality is super bad. Like I'm on 1080p, but like this is, you know.
Are a couple of hidden mechanics about the Evo Knight's shield that I think many people wouldn't know about. One somewhat hidden mechanic of the Evo Knight is that he keeps his shield on when he's in a freeze or a vines, but I know that would be a pretty boring hidden mechanic, since I know quite a lot of people know about this. So another hidden mechanic that I discovered about the Evo Knight is that his shield only works when he's facing forward. It does not work when he's facing backwards, and we can see this because the little animation for his shield doesn't show when he's facing away from the thing that's targeting him. This makes his shield mechanic pretty unique, since other cards that have shields, like the Dark Prince and Guards, still keep their shield on even if they face away from the thing that's targeting them. Next up is the Evolved Dark Goblin. This next one is one that applies to both the Evolution and the normal Dark Goblin. But if the Dark Goblin is right next to something that has a bigger hitbox than it, for instance a Knight, then if a Hunter is placed point blank on the Dark Goblin, then it means that the Hunter actually misses the Dark Goblin, because its hitbox is so much smaller than the troop that's behind it. I'll prepare a graphic for this.
Oh, I see. So all the pellets instantly hit the big thing. Okay, that makes sense.
Hopefully I remember to edit it in right here so you can see what I mean. Next up is the Evolved Mortar. I wouldn't really say this is a hidden mechanic, because I feel like quite a lot of people know about this, but it is possible for an Evo Mortar to get infinite value against a Mega Knight. If a player places a Mega Knight at a position where he can jump onto the mortar, but he's also not that far away from the tower, it is possible that as the mortar shoots the tower, the Mega Knight keeps jumping back into the mortar goblins as they spawn, keeping him stuck in an endless loop, while the mortar takes the whole tower down. The reason I think this mechanic isn't that common is because Mega Knight players always seem to have enough elixir for Mega Knight, and therefore they can always place it before the mortar begins shooting, because this mechanic requires the Mega Knight to be placed just after the mortar has connected to the tower. Next up is the Evolved Mega Knight. A funny interaction that I've seen with the Evo Mega Knight is what happens when he uppercuts a troop, where he makes a troop wider if he uppercuts it. But what I didn't realize until I watched this video by Abdod is that it actually stacks if you have more Evo Mega Knights, meaning that you can make a troop wider if it's uppercut by multiple Evo Mega Knights at the same time, meaning it's possible to get an extremely wide P.E.K.K.A if it's uppercut by like 3 to 4 Evo Mega Knights, which is such a funny hidden mechanic. Another funny hidden mechanic is the fact that whatever the Evo Mega Knight uppercuts, they can still be affected by projectiles, including spells, and they can still attack, which means that a monk that has been uppercut can actually deflect a spell if it's uppercut by the Mega Knight. And on top of that, it's possible for a Valkyrie to hit something the instant that it lands, which means that the Evo Mega Knight can be a pretty pay-to-lose evolution, since it means that if he uppercuts a Valkyrie towards your tower when the opponent plays a Goblin Barrel, it positions her perfectly to full counter the barrel. On top of that, another mechanic I found with the Evo Mega Knight is that Void can't hit something if it's been uppercut by the Evo Mega Knight, which is such a strange interaction, and I'm not sure why this happens.
But
Next
they can get
up,
hit
we
by
have the Evo
other
Bats.
spells?
The Dagger Duchess has a specific interaction with the Evo Bats,
Oh,
where if
yeah.
you time it perfectly and she's out of knives, the Evo Bats never die, because they attack and heal a similar amount to the attack speed and damage of the Dagger Duchess when she's fully out of knives, meaning that one Evo Bat can technically take the entire tower, which is a
That's
really
crazy.
funny hidden mechanic between the Evo Bats and Duchess. I should note, however, that your timing has to be absolutely perfect, because the Duchess can still kill the Evo Bats if there's a slight discrepancy between the bat healing and the Duchess attacking. Next up is the Evolved Royal Ghost. A cool hidden mechanic I saw from a video by Abdod is the delay between the Royal Ghost hitting a troop and the soldiers spawning spells. But also, if something has multiple waves, like for example a Goblin Drill, the soldiers can kill the second wave right after the Ghost gets a hit, which also means the soldiers can avoid being hit by the Evo Snowball if the opposing player uses it. Next up is the Evolved Snowball. The Evo Snowball has a lot of really weird hidden mechanics, but I think the one that the least people know about is the fact that the Evo Snowball doesn't actually do damage the instant that it's played. There is a slight delay between it hitting the first troop and it dealing damage,
Wait,
and
but
therefore acting
Since
like
this video, didn't they nerf the snowball? So now it does 0 damage, or did they undo that? They could have
dumb.
undid that.
What this means is that you can actually activate the monk ability just before the snowball hits the ground, and even though the monk animation takes a second to activate, it will still reflect the Evo snowball backwards onto the tower, which is such a pay-to-lose interaction, since it can make it easier to make an opponent's card connect to the tower. Another funny hidden mechanic is that you can make a fire spirit connect to the tower from the bridge, just by using an Evo snowball at the right timing, which is actually a crazy mechanic that can definitely win games if you use it correctly, considering that a fire spirit connecting to the tower is essentially like a fireball. Next up is the Evo Baby Dragon. One hidden mechanic with the Evo Baby Dragon is that its slowdown combined with the speed boost is just the right combination where it prevents troops that were meant to kite something to the opposite lane from winning that interaction, because it allows something like a P.E.K.K.A to walk up to an ice golem and kill it, which is pretty cool but gimmicky. Next up is the Evolved Royal Hogs. I struggled to find a strange hidden mechanic for the Evo Royal Hogs for so long that I was ready to give up on it, but I actually found out that they have a really weird hitbox, leading to some hidden mechanics. For instance, when they land, their hitbox still technically occupies the air above them.
Wait, did my Twitch stream just start? It's now live. Like, why did it... Bro. It's just actually so weird. And then it's doing this again. Huh.
Which means they can actually block your own balloon at the tower. Another funny thing is that they interact really weirdly when they collide with other air troops, leading them to sometimes get stuck behind something like minions. Next up is the Evolved Royal Giant. The Evo Royal Giant has had so many funny hidden mechanics throughout his existence. When this card first came out, his cannonballs had a splash damage stat, which meant that he could actually damage things around buildings, including air troops, because of the splash of his cannonball, though Supercell were pretty quick to fix this. Another funny hidden mechanic of the Evo Royal Giant that you can still see today if you time it right, is that it can stomp faster than the attack speed of some cards, like Mini P.E.K.K.A or Recruits, and because they get knocked back, these troops get stuck in a cycle of always being knocked back and walking back up to the Royal Giant, but then immediately being knocked back again, and being stuck in a loop without being able to hit the Evo Royal Giant.
Yeah,
Another
bro,
cool
I don't know,
hidden
my
mechanic
Twitch
with
just
this
isn't working. I think it's... like... I don't know. I think I just need to like update my OBS. Bro, okay, I think I might go to bed. It's like 10:30. So, you know, but um I will stream, oh wait, tomorrow's Friday. Monday and Tuesday probably. So, you know, I will probably stream. Oh yeah, I watched this video about Iraq. But anyways, I will probably stream I don't know, I'll probably hop back onto the finals. This weekend I'll probably like see if the finals is like fixed. I mean it's probably fixed now even. The crashing problem. But I'll probably play the finals, Deadlock, maybe League of Legends. If I want to do that. I'm playing that a little bit because like Jinxie's been playing it. And I'm just a sheep. Anyways. Yeah, maybe in Fortnite. Okay, but anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. See you guys next time. Bye.